Hi air signs, this is Marla at Eclipse Astrology and Tarot. Welcome back. This is going to be your bi-weekly reading for April 29th through May 12th. I decided to break them down by elements this week, and then I'm going to read these overall cards for all of the air signs, and then I'm going to give special messages to each individual sign from the Goddess deck and the Romance Angels deck. So take a minute before we get started to set an intention of what you would like from this reading. What is it that you need to know? Or that you get a sign, synchronicity, or confirmation regarding something that you need to know. Remember, these are general readings, so take what resonates, and it's helpful to watch your sun, moon, and rising sign, and then take the messages that resonate with you from each of those to get the best overall picture of what's going on. Okay, air sign. So what is your overall energy for the next 2 weeks? I have two cards here. The first one is the Six of Swords. Okay, so I feel like you've been going through some mental turmoil, and this is coming to an end now. You're beginning to move away. There's some kind of transition going on in your life. But this transition is bringing you to calmer waters or a more peaceful place. So while for some of you, this may be some challenging energy, it may have been that there was something harsh or very negative going on in your life, and you've had to separate yourself, or the universe is now bringing in this transition away from that for you. For some of you, you might be traveling over the next 2 weeks as well. The second card for your overall energy is the Princess of Cups. So it's like there's an emotional renewal going on here. Again, you may have been struggling with some negative thoughts or a challenging situation, and now you're getting a period of emotional renewal. It could be that you've met somebody. You may have met a new person and your heart is awakening to love. For some of you, you may have recently received a message of love or romance from someone, and you'll be traveling to meet with them. But there's some kind of emotional new beginning manifesting here in your life that's very positive, because it sees you moving away from the challenge in some respect. Now, what you can't see, or what is hidden from you, is the Tower. Okay, so you are in this transitional period, and you're not through it yet, because there's going to be some major shift, some major surprise, a sweeping away of the old in your life. But I feel like this is freeing you. Okay, you may have been bogged down by some old emotions, for example, that were keeping you kind of trapped in negativity, and then you get an awakening. And this could be something within you. I don't want people to, some people see the Tower card and they get very afraid. It can be some sort of awakening within you. It can simply be like, hey, I'm not getting love over here in this relationship, so it's time to leave it. Or this belief is no longer serving me, I need to shed it. But there's some kind of very quick and sweeping change that's still going to happen in your life. So it could be, for example, the end of a relationship. And that could be because maybe you've met somebody new. It can be a change of jobs. If you've really been miserable at your job, you may lose that job or be forced to change it. Or you could be moving house because of some unexpected situation that comes up. What we have going on in the future is the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so there's something new manifesting. I feel like for some of you, it's going to be, you begin moving away, like emotionally, I feel you're detaching from a situation. I feel for a lot of you, this is going to be a relationship. You've been emotionally detaching from it, then there's some kind of situation, and bam, it comes down, and then you're rebuilding. You're rebuilding a new home, a new situation. If it's your work, you get a new job, and this card can relate to work. It relates to building, relates to manifestation. It can relate to your talents as well. And then I do a clarifying card, and the clarifier was, it's a special card in this deck. This is the Tarot Apocalypsis deck, and this is Pandora, the All-Gifted. And so combined with this Three of Pentacles, it's saying, air signs, that you have the talents and you have the resources to make this change, to make this transition. You're building a better life for yourself. And Pandora's message here is about hope. Because remember, Pandora has her box, and she's not supposed to open it, but she does. And she lets out all the ills upon the world. But she manages to close the box in time to say one thing, and that is hope. And so I feel like the cards are saying to you that though you may experience a tumultuous situation, there's hope. There's a new beginning. And I feel like you've learned, air signs. You've learned and developed new talents, and you're ready for this change. So this can be like a separation, a divorce, as I said, a move, maybe a move that you weren't planning on, or a new job. The Tower does not have to be negative. It can get rid of those things in your life that have been holding you back, but you've been struggling to let go of for whatever reason. And the universe just steps in and helps you make the shift. But it's like you're making this transition to something better. Could have been that you, as I said, you met someone new, and now you're ready to leave the past behind, or there's something new coming in. So let's pull some goddess cards for each sign. The first sign is Gemini. Goddesses, what is your advice for Geminis over the next 2 weeks? The first card is Prosperity. The universe is pouring abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. All right, great card. Abundance in all forms. We often think of abundance as money, but abundance can be time. It can be love. It can be passion and doing things that you enjoy. So you're transitioning into some form of abundance. The second card is Irene, Peace. There's no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. So if there is indeed something that comes up, if you have that Tower moment, know that it's in your best interest. Everything is working out just as it's supposed to. And because the cards around it are so positive, I'm really not that concerned about it, Gemini. Because there's a new sense of blossoming. There's butterflies on this card. There's butterflies on this card. It's more like you're opening up and coming out of something. A new beginning. What is your messages for Gemini romance angels? Okay, the first card is pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is saying to you, Gemini, that they've been showing you signs and synchronicities and you've been ignoring them. And they've been trying to help you and you've been feeling kind of stuck, maybe not seeing how you can transition out of your old ways and into this new energy. And so the universe is helping you. They're taking that out of your hands, but they're saying, pay attention. I think you're going to see that even though this may feel bad in the moment, I think in hindsight you'll see that there were red flags all around, that that situation wasn't right for you, or that mentality wasn't right for you. The second card is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay, so it could be that you're getting rid of those negative thought patterns. And that might have been blocking you from allowing this new energy to come in. So the romance angels are saying, keep your mind focused on the positive, because there's nothing but positive ahead. So why would you even consider anything negative? All right, thank you, Gemini. Let's see what is in store for Libras. What is your message for Libras, goddesses? Well, Libras, you're getting 3 cards because 2 came out on that last shuffle. Great cards, too. The first one is Freya, bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. Okay, so I feel like you're ready for that tower moment, or you may kind of be the impetus of that power, and you may just do something bold, like out of the blue. But I feel like Freya's message is take action. You know, if it's making a move, it's time for you to make a move. Second card is Isolde, undying love. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. Okay. Libras. Okay, Libras, I feel like you're separating from someone, okay? There's a new love in your life, and so you were in an unhappy relationship and you're transitioning out of it, and the tower is your separation. But Isolde's message is love is undying. So if you have to separate from someone, think about that person with love. Know that whether or not you're going to be with them, there's still love there. Love is eternal. If you're not in a relationship, well, let me go back for a minute. So if you are leaving a relationship, as I mentioned, I feel it's because there's something new coming into your life and you're creating the space for it. And, you know, 3 of Pentacles can be a partnership with someone. And the all gifted card can also represent that the universe is just bestowing a gift on you. Perhaps the gift of a special soulmate. Same thing if you're single. Okay, and you could be in separation from the person that you love, and Isolde's message is that love is unending. So even though, well, okay, I take that back. Because what I'm feeling is there's something that happens that allows this person to now begin to transition to you. So awesome cards. And the third card is Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So Libra, I think so far you may have gotten the best messages. Expect a miracle. Okay, like that tower is nothing to worry about. As I said with Freya, you may even be the instigator of the tower, because you may just say, I've had enough. I've had enough of this BS. I'm leaving. I'm creating a new beginning. And, you know, I know what I deserve. Or expect a miracle. You hear from someone out of the blue and you travel to see them. What are the messages of love for Libras? As I said to the Cancers, Libras have also had a hard time. All the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorns have had a real hard time the last few years with Pluto and Uranus aspecting their sign. So it's time now. Uranus is ready to move to Taurus, and it's time to move on to new beginnings for the cardinals. Even though we're still dealing with Pluto and now Saturn, but I feel Saturn is helping the cardinal signs ground their changes. The first card, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. Okay, so that person that I spoke about, that new love, the romance angels are saying this is likely the person for you. Second card is let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Well, as I mentioned, this card, Three of Pentacles, can be about partnerships and working with others. So perhaps it's your friends. Your friends are helping you manifest this new beginning. Or your friends are bringing you some kind of gift that helps you. So thank you, Libras. Great reading for Libras. Let's see what is going on with Aquarians. Goddesses, what are your messages of advice for Aquarians? The first card is Nematona, sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. Okay, Aquarians. I feel like you're transitioning here. You're needing to get away. You're needing a break. You're needing to take time for yourself to think. Okay, you've had the South Node going through your sign for almost a year now. And there's probably been a lot of ups and downs in your life. And change is coming. But you're needing to step back and get some clarity. I always feel like this card too is saying like you are sacred. Treat yourself as if you're sacred. So for some of you, the message there might be you need to take better care of your health, eat better, make sure you get enough rest, spend time in nature, but take time for you. The second card is Maui, Mother Earth. You are called to help with environmentalism. Well, I'm not sure that you're Aquarian, so you may actually help. You may actually be an environmentalist or be called to be an environmentalist. But I feel more like the message is you're needing to ground, get outside, and I had this message come through. In general, I spoke about it in the fire signs, I believe, that there's a message to get in touch with nature over the next couple weeks. So spend time in nature if you can. If you can't, bring nature to you. Buy some flowers, bring some crystals in, work with salt, either through salt crystals or take salt baths, get a salt lamp, but bring nature in some way. I feel like these cards are going together because for many of you, in nature or through nature, you're going to feel that sacred space. You're going to find your comfort zone because you're needing to just retreat right now and get grounded. And I feel it's a preparation for the transition that these cards are bringing to you. For some of you, you may be taking a trip to nature. I'm feeling like you're going on vacation perhaps to the mountains or to the ocean, someplace where you get a sense of renewal. What are your messages of love for Aquarius? What are your messages of love? This one went flying. The first one is playfulness. Okay, so bring a sense of playfulness into your life. You've been too serious, Aquarius. You've been focusing too much on your work. And I'm also feeling like there has been a heavy air around you, Aquarius. And perhaps dealing with a lot of mental conflicts. Okay, this full moon that we're having today, happy full moon, is square to your sign. And with the South Node in your sign, you've been releasing a lot of the past and as I feel dealing with heavy things. But bring some playfulness because there's this renewal coming, this transition coming. The card that went flying out of the deck for you is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, so for some of you, you will get that message and travel to meet somebody new in which you're going to get to know them better. And for some of you, I feel this is representing your walls coming down. Like there is a new person in your life that you're wanting to explore or a new situation that you're wanting to transition to, but you've had your walls up. And you've been letting your fears and insecurities stop you. But something happens and you decide to let your guard down. You let your walls down and you open up to this person. So those are your messages, air signs. I hope they resonated with you. Thank you so much. I love you and I'll talk to you in 2 weeks.